welcome to another week of Females Unfiltered. Guys, we have a new face with us. Whitney's in the house. Welcome, Whitney.
Thank you, Chrissy.
You're welcome. Guys, usually it's Yvette's week, but Yvette had shit to do. Okay, Yvette. So I was like, we need a backup. And we found Whitney, and I was like, let's just throw her in the fire and see how she does.
Literally.
So that's what we're doing today, guys.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
And Whitney's a host in her own right?
Absolutely.
Whitney's got a show going on. She's a hustler too, which is what we like.
Girls out here getting it.
So we're just, we like to help people. That's what we do on Females Unfiltered. We help people. And guys, we're super stoked because you know how every week we love to drink our SpaGirls cocktails? Well, this week, the founder is with us, Karen. We had yet to nail her down since we've been drinking since January. And she's here this week, so, we can chat with her. Sorry, guys, I'm just going to adjust Facebook, make sure Whitney's in the frame. You know. Gotta make sure everyone's face is lit. So every week, and I told Whitney we like to talk, we first start off with our favorite thing of the week. It can be anything in the world you want it to be. It can be something simple, it can be something major, it can be anything you want. So what was your favorite thing this week, Whitney?
Patience.
Patience.
I'm thankful for patience. It sounds like people don't understand. Patience is something very hard to go.
Absolutely.
But I've been very patient this week and very calm and at ease. Even when situations come about and I can't do anything to control them.
Yep.
Thank God for patience. I've been so patient.
I love that. Okay, that's a great one. Okay, so my favorite thing this week, I didn't have anything that really affected me that I was, wowed by.
Yeah.
But my sister just got engaged, so I was really happy for her, and she's in India right now with her fiancé, and she's meeting. I know she's meeting his whole family, like grandma. She's meeting everybody, and he proposed to her in India. So that'll be my favorite thing this week. Congrats, Wendy. You best believe when that wedding happens, I'm not going to the one in America. I'm going to the one in India.
Yeah,
I'm going to the one in India. So
absolutely.
If I gotta buy a plane ticket, I'm just gonna spend the extra couple hundred. I'm just gonna go to India.
Do what you gotta do to get there. It's worth the while.
And apparently his mom's gonna plan the whole thing. And I asked my sister, I was like, "Are you cool with that?" She's like, "Yeah, that shit stresses me out." So we're gonna do like the henna. It's gonna be like multi-day party. Oh yeah. I'm gonna get some outfit of some sort.
And you gotta get some footage. That's everything.
Yeah, yes, there's gonna be footage. Absolutely. So that'll be my favorite thing this week. And then we like to talk about a couple things going on in the world, guys. Did you have something you wanted to share? What did you find was going on in the world
Michelle
this week?
Obama's book, Becoming. I don't know if you guys have had the chance to go out and read it or even take a watch on Oprah because she does the book club. She's a part of the book club now as well. So I've watched a few interviews. I actually haven't had the chance to read the book, but I've watched so much about it. I feel like I've already been into it. And she's been going on tour all around, to talk about the book and go about each and every chapter or whatnot. I was just enthused. I love it.
And I did notice that I think she has been the biggest paycheck that the publishing house has ever written in their life.
I saw that, absolutely.
It was like $60 million.
Go ahead,
they
Michelle
paid her
Obama.
$60 million, and that shit's been flying off the shelves. So, but I am going to be interested to see what kind of a price tag her hubby fetches. And you know what, Random House, if you're smart, pay them the same.
The same.
Okay? Pay them the fucking same. They're both awesome. Pay him the same. I don't care if he was the president. Pay him the same. So we'll see what happens.
Obama's killing it. Michelle Obama, I give it to you, girl. Your book is everything.
Okay, we're going to have to check it out, guys. So this week, I don't know if you guys saw, there's big buzz. Apple has launched their Apple TV Plus.
I saw that.
Don't forget the Plus.
The Plus.
And everyone's kind of speculating, all right, so how's it going to be different than, the Netflix we already got, than the Amazon Prime we've already got? Because, Apple's got to put a lot of bells and whistles on things. So they had, everyone and their mom come out to talk about it. They're Reese Witherspoon was there, Steven Spielberg, Oprah was there.
Oprah has some part of it, I believe. Some show she's doing,
she's smart. I'm sure she does. Steve Carell's on there, Jason Momoa. Hey. So they're all there to talk about it, and I think they were all people who are going to be doing original content.
Yeah, absolutely.
With Apple. So Apple, of course, they're going to get into the original content game. Apparently, they've already got 5 shows that have completed filming. They got about another half dozen that will be finished in the next few months. But everyone's like, well, are you going to be able to compete? But they've got different subscription levels going, and they're also branching out into a credit card.
Oh, wow.
And they're doing a digital magazine. They're going to be doing agreements with National Geographic and Condé Nast, so you can digitally get them as well. So we'll see, Apple. We'll see.
Apple's always on top of it, so I know it's going to be nothing but a hit. You know?
I mean, I am an Apple fan.
I'm an Apple fan too.
Got the iPhone, I got the iPad, I got the MacBook.
We're all hooked.
I mean,
We're all
already,
hooked.
this guy's old. I need to trade him in for a new one. So.
But it's a goodie. You've had it for a minute.
I have had this sucker for like a good 5 years, and he's just now getting a little slow on me.
A little slow. Slowing down a little bit.
We could do a new one. Okay, guys, and then we're just going to do one more really quick before we bring Judith Brooke on to ask us anything. So do you like Cadbury eggs? I've always loved Cadbury eggs. Were you someone that ate them growing up?
No.
I don't know what. I know it's so bad for you with that sugary fucking stuff in the middle that I can't even tell you what it is. I love me a Cadbury egg. So the Cadbury company out of Hershey, they decided, we need a new star for the campaign over there with our bunny. And they had all these animal auditions and tryouts. And the winner went to a very chubby bulldog named Henry. So congratulations, Henry.
Congratulations, Henry.
We'll be seeing him all the new Cadbury ads launching in April. He's got rolls for days. Shout out. Oh, and what I did love is that Cadbury donated $10,000 to the ASPCA in honor of Henry.
Everything.
And they did give $5,000 to Henry's Humans, so that's nice too.
Definitely a plus.
Definitely a plus. All right, guys, we're going to take a really quick break. We're going to get ready for Judith Brooke, who's going to ask us anything, and the shit she asks is always the best. So hang tight, everyone. We'll be back in a jiff. Hi, guys. We're back. JB's in the house. Hi, girl. Hi.
Happy to be here again. So nice to be here with you. This is a lovely
Right?
surprise.
Fun. Hey, do you eat Cadbury eggs?
I don't, but I eat a
'Cause
lot
you
of
like
other
sugar,
things. I
so-
do. Yeah.
Did you never? You just like couldn't get on board with the Cadbury eggs?
You know what? I eat like the adult version of Cadbury eggs. I eat
What's
the
that?
Cadbury Carmelo bars. Oh, they're so good.
Is
They're
that a
so
new thing?
good. No, girl. They
It's
are
been around?
Yes.
I mean, they have a caramel egg. Is that what you eat? The Cadbury
No,
caramel
it's like
egg?
a candy bar.
Oh,
you
called
break
Carmelo.
it into 4 pieces, but it's by Cadbury and it has
Okay,
a caramel inside. You gotta freeze it.
I've had that
Listen,
before. That is good.
Freeze it.
Yeah.
Like your Thin
That's a
Mints,
good
you
one.
put it in the freezer and then you eat it. So good. Thanks,
Okay.
Chrissy. Now I know what I'm going to get after.
She has the breakdown for you. Freezer,
yeah.
break it
What
down.
about Peeps? Who likes Peeps?
I'm not a fan.
You know what?
Sorry.
I just like
It's the
sugary
texture.
shiggy. I like really sugary
Sugary
shit.
shiggy.
like
Yeah, shit.
I like the sugar.
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
can't with the texture. I don't know what it is.
Okay,
No,
it's not for everyone.
I just look at it and I'm like, that
Yeah,
doesn't
nah.
go.
Not
I'm
feeling
like, I
it.
can't wait to bite their head off. That's what I'm
Do you ever
First
toast
thought.
it? I feel like you should toast
No,
like a
but I
toasted marshmallow.
feel like I should.
For how long though? Maybe
That's what
like
I'm
2
here
Just
for.
like,
seconds.
yeah, just as if we
Get
were
it
doing
nice
the
and crispy.
s'mores.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
That's
That
the
could be
only
a
way I
thing.
would probably eat
Yeah.
one.
I feel like I'm gonna try that this weekend.
I'm here for you.
I'm gonna take a video and
I'm
tag
here
you.
for you. Yes, please. Okay, I'm gonna ask you.
All right,
my
ask us
question.
anything. Ask us anything.
anything. Okay. Do you celebrate the little things in life? And if so, how? The little things.
I know everybody loves that hashtag. It's the little things.
Yeah.
No. Not that I'm opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it.
No,
No.
I don't.
Absolutely not.
How dare you?
No, I'm not opposed to it. I just feel like I'm always just like, go. Get shit done,
Full
blah,
speed.
blah, blah. So,
Yeah,
do you?
I do.
Do you feel like
I
it
do.
makes a difference in your heart?
Yes.
Like, how does it feel?
It feels really good.
Okay.
Gratitude.
I'm sure it does.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I
you
need
would
to stop.
recommend doing it.
Yes, like the first thing that comes to mind is food. I celebrate good food. Like
love
whenever I have good food, I do this little dance.
Okay,
I
that's
can't
fun.
even help it. It just
I love
happens.
that.
Like good food, I'm like, oh yeah,
Okay.
it's the happy
Wait,
day.
what
Food
food did you
makes
eat
such a
last that
difference.
made you do that?
Probably steak. It's always steak.
Like steak that you made, or you went out and ate steak?
No, I go out and eat steak because
Where do
then
you
they
go?
got the steak butter. Girl,
Oh, steak butter.
Steak butter. So good.
Where do you like to go for steak?
So many places.
For boyfriend?
Taylor's is amazing.
Okay.
They have really good steak butter.
Taylor's, all right.
Chart House, Nick's. I got lots of steak places. If you need a recommendation,
Okay.
hit me up.
All right.
What
I
about
like
you?
that. I like
Do you like to celebrate little things?
I'm trying to start celebrating the small wins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because life happens so fast. We move at full speed, like you said, all the time, always constantly going. But when I do celebrate, I like to go to the mall or pick up a little outfit or maybe,
Ooh.
or even something small like froyo. Like I
Yes.
can't eat it all the time, but I love a good froyo. I'm like, I
Yeah.
deserve it this week. It's been rough.
You do.
You
deserve
need
it.
to catch
You
yourself
deserve
one.
it.
I deserve some froyo this week, so it is what it is. The small wins.
See, I would celebrate even the froyo itself.
The froyo?
Yeah.
Oh, you would celebrate the froyo.
Exactly. We all have our priorities.
We have our priorities.
Mine is eating.
I love that.
You know.
Okay, that's fantastic.
All right, so no, yes, working on.
Okay,
Yeah, working on.
Maybe I'll try. Should I try?
You should try it.
Okay, I'll
Make it
try.
a new thing.
I'm
Make
gonna
it a
try.
new thing.
All right, we'll hear about it next week.
Okay.
What show have you abandoned in the middle of the series?
What's that one? It has Kristen Bell, The Good Place.
Oh, I
I
love that
abandoned The Good Place.
show. Okay,
I
why?
did 2 seasons of it.
Just couldn't.
I just kind of lost it. I don't know. I just kind of lost interest, I guess.
Yeah.
And then, I was watching True Detective. And I'm also kind of like, if I watch it, great. If I don't, I don't care.
Yeah. So.
And the new season of
Whatever.
True Detective, by the way.
I've never seen that show, so.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I really like, I'm going to fuck up his name. Marshala Ali.
I don't know, but I was trying to help you.
Marshala Ali. Yeah, I like him a lot. So I was like, I'm going to give True Detective a try. Because I'm not really into crime shows. I'm
Yeah.
into comedies. I'm into comedies.
I'm into comedies too.
Yeah, I'm into comedies.
So-
Or like news shows or documentaries.
I'm
I
surprised you
love
gave up on
documentaries.
The Good Place then. It gets better. I feel
Well,
like
I
it had
got
a little
all the
pause.
way till they're the evil guys on their side and they're trying
Spoilers.
to trick some people.
Okay. That's not a great episode description, but
You know what I mean?
I think I do.
Okay.
I think I
mean,
do.
you're right. Should I not talk about it because I fuck it up for everyone?
Spoilers.
Spoilers. She
Put
knows
it on
they're
silent if you're listening to this
Yeah,
part.
spoilers. She knows they're in hell.
Okay.
And then the head demon,
Uh-huh.
he's doesn't have a good plan of action anymore, and they're
Right.
teaming together to trick all the other
Okay.
demons.
Yes.
That's where I'm at, and I
Yes.
just kind of was like, eh.
Got it. I know exactly what
Okay,
you're talking about.
so should I keep watching?
Yes.
Alright.
It's so cute. You
Okay,
should.
I'm gonna.
I
all
like
right,
it.
I'll do it.
I like it. Okay, what about you?
It's so hard. Okay, well, I just recently started kind of binging.
Okay.
I guess. Netflix, there's a show called You.
Loved.
Okay, I had to stop. It was getting too. I started.
You just gotta suspend the
no.
disbelief
No,
and buy into it.
I had to turn. I was like, you know what? This is not happening because I'm starting to rethink a lot of things right now. Have you seen it?
I have
You have to.
not.
See,
I'm sorry,
Chrissy
you
okay,
have
was
it's
to.
telling me
good,
about it
but
one
make
day.
sure you
Miriam fucking got me on it. Miriam.
No,
Yes.
seriously though, you have to start rethinking. You think about everything. Like,
yeah.
are these people really about me, or,
Yeah.
or do
I
they
don't
have
know.
a plot or plan coming up? That's you got to rethink
It's good.
everything. It's good,
I
but
binged
it's
the
kind
shit
of
out of that. Yeah.
She told me one day, she was like, so I was watching you last night, and I was like, excuse me?
And your ass is looking good, Jamie.
and it's just so weird because he comes off so normal.
I know.
Well, okay, I'm
people
done.
are still
I'm done.
actively
I'm
watching
done.
that
I'm
one.
done. Keep watching.
But I rooted for him the whole fucking time.
You did?
I did.
Even when he did wrong? Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
You gotta get
Okay,
get on
I
it.
gotta
girl.
get up on it. I gotta get up on it. I've definitely abandoned a few, like
Okay.
in the middle of the series.
Yeah, what'd you abandon?
Either because they got mad because they like killed off one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, that happens.
Or if it's like a mystery and it's taking too
long.
long, you know, they're like,
you
we
get bored.
solved it, we did it, and
You
it's
get
always
bored.
the wrong person every time, and it's like,
You get
yeah.
bored.
So,
Give us names. What'd
the
you abandon?
Vampire Diaries, you guys don't judge me, okay? Don't.
Oh, I
judge
never
me.
watched it, so it's fine.
The Vampire Diaries. So Damon was my favorite character.
Okay.
And they killed him. This show's been over for a while, so
It's fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
They killed him, and I was heartbroken. Like, I grieved. I grieved. So I was like, I'm done. I can't watch this show anymore.
Yep.
But then I found out they brought him back to life later.
Oh,
magically, but
yeah.
I was out of it. Like, I had already grieved.
You already
him.
tuned out.
Yeah,
Yep.
I couldn't do it anymore.
Okay.
And with the mystery, Pretty Little Liars.
Is that
Did
good?
you ever watch that?
No, I didn't, but I know there's a new episode.
I know.
There's
I
like
feel
a
like that's
new-
been going on for forever.
It has
Well,
been
so
for
the
forever.
the first series ended, so now they're doing
Is
like
it new characters each
Yes.
season? Oh, it's like True Detective. True Detective.
well, it's not new characters each season, but they're doing like a remake of it now. Not really.
We're at
the
remake
words aren't
level
coming right.
already?
Not quite. It's like the same show, Pretty Little Liars, but with a whole new group of people.
Of
So like a whole new cast.
I got you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I
Wow.
gave up on that one. It was
Okay.
good at first, but I was like, you guys, who did it. Just tell me.
Just tell me.
Yeah.
Just tell me.
And the new cast kind of changes up the whole like vibe.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know.
Yeah. So that's me.
Side note, Game of Thrones will be out in 2 weeks. Yes.
Speaking of killing off people.
I'm gonna do the Game of Thrones party.
Okay, you decided.
I've decided I'm
You
gonna do the Game of
committed.
Thrones party.
All right.
How should I invite people?
Online. That's the way
Just
it
like on
happens
Instagram?
now. No, not on Instagram.
There's this app called Splash, and what you can do, you create your own like invite or whatnot. People RSVP, and you get the message instantly, and it lets them know beforehand when the
It gives them a reminder.
It's great.
Splash.
But do
No,
people?
I'm gonna get Splash.
Does everyone
it.
have to be on the app to receive the invitation?
No.
Okay.
Oh, cool. See?
Even better.
You receive a link. The link comes to you. You put your name, your phone number, and then like +1 or not.
So it's
and
like
then you
e-bike.
get a reminder. Similar, but it's just easier because
easier?
it's on your phone.
Okay, Splash.
Love it.
I'm gonna give me some Splash.
Cool. Splash it up. Send me a splash,
Okay.
baby.
Okay, ask us anything.
Okay. Do you still have a childhood toy that you still engage with?
No. Well, all my childhood toys are like packed away somewhere. See, I've moved my whole life, and I didn't really have anything I was like clinging too hard. I do sometimes think about my Barbies still. I love Barbies.
Yeah.
I fucking love Barbies. But this is why I love Barbies. I love Barbies because I would make up such stories about them.
Oh, I bet.
They
I
had
bet.
lives. I made houses.
That was the best. That's the best
I
part.
took over the whole fucking living room and would get washcloths and make dividers out of the rooms.
Oh my god.
And my mom would be like, "You need to clean that up before the day is over." And I put so much work, and I was like, "Can I just leave it till tomorrow?" But I think I liked it from a creative aspect. So
Yeah.
I do miss Barbies, but I actually still have my baby blanket folded in a cupboard.
Wow.
That's sweet. And you have it like with you in your current place?
I do. It's the only thing I have. Yeah.
That's sweet. I can totally picture you doing like a whole scripted series
Oh, it was everything.
of Barbie
I
lives.
would tell my sister what was happening in the story. So.
Oh, by the way,
That's
congratulations, Wendy.
Yo, Wendy!
Mwah.
Oh yeah, the new bride. Congrats, babe.
She's all wifed up and shit.
What about you? Do you still have a childhood toy?
Not even a toy. This is gonna sound really wild, but my mom just got rid of my bed, and I've had it since I was 4 up
my
until
gosh.
22. I said, "Mom, it's time for me to get a new bed now. It's time." Well, Whitney, that bed just means so much to us. I said, "Well,
Aw.
I've had it for so long. It's time. It's
Yeah.
definitely time to
You
give it
got
up."
your money's
So she was
worth,
like,
Mom.
"Okay, that's fine. Just go ahead and break it apart." So we broke it apart and got rid of it.
She could have saved like a board and maybe painted it and done like a little something on it, like a quote.
Don't tell her that now. It's
We've
already
already
gone.
done
It's already
enough,
gone.
honey. I'm sorry, Faye. The bed's gone, babe. It's gone. It's gone.
So it stayed up? Like, was it in your childhood
you
room
slept on
or
it?
something like that?
Yeah, like
you live at home. Do you live at home?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So wait, it was a big bed. It's not like a crib or anything. My parents.
Whitney's like in the bed like this.
It's not like a crib or anything. It's like
princess
it was a full size bed. I just had it at 4 or whatever. I guess my parents had like bought the whole set at one point.
Right.
And then we just took it along
You
whenever
were a
we
mature
moved on.
sleeper. You had a big bed when you were 4.
Absolutely. And then my mom just never wanted to get rid of it. And I was like, you know what?
It's time.
It's way overdue. we gotta do what we gotta do. Bye-bye. My brother came home. He was like, "The bed?" I said, "The bed."
Your brother is all emotionally
Gone.
disturbed by it. I love that.
So did you get rid of like the headboard and all of that, or just
Girl,
the mattress?
all the parts,
All of it.
Did you
gone.
get new
everything.
blankets?
Oh, I got a whole new shebang,
okay,
everything. I was
okay.
like, yeah, it's time.
Okay.
It's time.
I appreciate that.
I was
Yeah,
thankful.
absolutely.
I was thankful for a new one.
She's
Yes.
celebrating the little things.
The
It gave you
small
a lot of
things.
life. A lot of life.
It did. So it's cool
Time to
now.
move on.
Did you
Big
ever
one,
have
guys.
sex in that bed, Whitney?
I didn't.
Amazing!
I didn't.
What?
Maybe that was why it was so easy just to get rid of it. I was like, no attachments. Just go ahead and get rid of it.
Mom may be watching
I know,
right
that's why I said
now.
I'm behind the iPad. Because her mom was watching.
It's okay, Mom. It's okay.
When the camera's
Been a
off,
good
she's gonna be
girl.
like, okay, listen, this is what actually
This
happened.
will really happen, Mom.
This is why I had to get rid of
That
it.
one night, I earned that nickname. No.
It started rattling.
Ooh, the things you didn't know about your dog.
What about you? You got a little something childhood?
I have one teddy bear that my mom got me when I was a teenager. It was like, it came with flowers and whatnot for my birthday.
Yeah.
So I still have that. But then I have a few toys that are not actually from my personal childhood, but I had that same toy during childhood that
so
I got
you bought
again.
the toy as an
yeah,
adult?
well, my mom got them for me.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, so she actually got me a Barbie. Sometimes she gets in these like sentimental kicks, and she'll send me things that are
Yeah.
and she got me a Glowworm, which I actually love.
Do you remember those?
Okay, I used to sleep with the Glowworm every night when I was little.
One.
Me too.
I think I had a purple one. I had a purple one.
And I was just thinking about it
like,
one day, and I told her, I was like, you remember my Glowworm? Like, I missed that thing. That was such a good toy. And then she, like, scoured and found one for me and sent it to me.
Aww.
Yeah.
So wait, where does the glowworm live in your house? Right
So I have, like, a big shelf thing, so I keep things up
Sentimental
there.
things.
Yeah, so I have, a few stuffed animals up there, and Glowworm lives up there.
I actually thought of something. So when I was little, I had this horrible thing called spinal meningitis. It fucks you up good. And I was an infant when I had it. And when I was in the hospital, my dad gave me this like little pillow that looks like a cloud and had a little handle on it and had a bear on it. And it said "Sweet Dreams." And I still have that pillow, like with me to this day in a drawer.
Really sweet.
Yeah,
That is.
So you do.
I do. There you go.
That's adorable.
Because I love my dad.
Shout
More
out
than
to you.
other members of my family.
It's fine to have a favorite. It's fine.
Don't worry, they know.
They know. They know.
Okay, last
Last
one.
one.
Do you read books the old-fashioned way, use Audible, or just can't be bothered? What's a good book that you've read recently?
Okay. So growing up, I was like a voracious reader. Fucking loved to read. You just give me a book, I'll be fine for hours.
Yeah.
Our favorite thing to do on Saturdays was go to the library.
Love it.
I love it too. I
So
still do.
still to this day, I love a real book. I
Yes.
mean, I just can't. I can't get with the digital book. And I'm reading 2 books right now, and I'm trying. I don't always do it. I'm trying like 20 minutes before I would usually fall asleep, like being in my room,
Yeah.
and I put on meditation music and to read books.
That's so good.
I'm trying. So I'm reading 2 books, and one kind of has a cheesy name, but it's a great book. It's called The Universe Has Your Back. If anybody has read it, it's really
sounds
good.
right up my
That
alley.
sounds
And
good.
there's like some meditation stuff in there too, and some affirmations, and just like having you examine your life and what do you want to be doing differently.
I'm surprised.
I know, and I'm trying to actually do what's in the book. Like I'm
Right.
at a point right now where there's a meditation, and I don't want to do it before bed because I'm afraid I'm gonna fall asleep. So I'm gonna try to like do it during the middle of the day or something.
Yeah.
So I read that book, and then I also read this book called Big Magic.
I love that book.
Oh yeah, Big
I love that
Magic.
book.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Gilbert.
Yes, and it's talking about creativity and not letting fear get in the life of your creativity, and how
Yes.
creativity like kind of visits you and can kind of leave you if you don't seize upon it. So that's what I'm reading.
Yeah, I
Wow.
love it. I love that you're going down this path.
I never
Good
read
stuff.
as an adult. I don't read fiction anymore because I feel like because I'm so busy, I'm like if I'm gonna give my time to a book,
It needs to be
I need
something
to be getting
beneficial.
something out of it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how I am.
So good.
Okay.
So good.
You ladies,
Love it.
what you got? What you reading?
So I read the old-fashioned way as well.
Yeah.
I love a good book
Yes.
in hand. Yes.
Flipping
I
the
actually
pages.
just finished this amazing book. It is a memoir by Tara Westover called Educated. And it blew my mind. You have to read this book. So good. It's about this young woman, Tara, who grew up on the side of a mountain in Idaho with this fundamentalist Mormon family who were also like survivalists and didn't believe in an education or doctors or the government.
Wow.
Like they didn't even have birth certificates or were registered. Like if they got injured, their mom cured them
With herbs or something.
Exactly. Their mom was an herbalist. It's intense. So she grows up and sort of decides to go a different route.
Right.
And get a formal education. And that causes some huge problems with her family. And it's so fascinating. This woman went through, I mean, she's had an incredible life. And she's only in her 30s right now. And she's written this memoir. It's good. It's really good. It's called Educated. I'm sure at some point there's going to be
That
a movie
sounds
made
great.
out of
That
it.
sounds
Sounds
really
great.
good. And
It's good.
I like how she's in her 30s because she's, that journey is still,
Yeah,
and you
it's
can
still
look
going.
now. Yeah, I
Still
love
going.
that. That's everything. I'm going to try that out.
Yes. Read it. It's so good. Okay, what about you?
Yeah. What about you, Whitney?
I don't even know. Like the last time I've read like a book would have to be. I'm gonna. It's on my phone. I'm not gonna even. But okay, so there's this book, All Bets on Me. It's by Larry Monroe. He's from New Orleans. He's an entrepreneur, and I don't know. He tells his life story, how he reached the level of success he's at right now, the battles he's faced, his ongoing journey, and everything that he has connected with everything. So I reached out, like I connected well with that book because I went to LSU from in Louisiana, living in that area, and it's just so cool to see someone that's inspiring, that has something going on, and that's reached a level of success. So that's why I connected so well with that one. So. Larry Monroe, you did a great job. All Bets on Me is really good, and it's inspiring. So for any uprising entrepreneurs, definitely check that one out.
All right.
Okay, that's good.
Well, that's been another session of Ask Us Anything.
That's a great session of Ask Us Anything. We always learn so much about each other.
I know. I always feel closer to you guys after this. Like, learning so much.
That was good. That was really
And
good.
guys, as you know, Judith Brooke also hosts once a month with us too. If you love her as much as we do, where can people find, follow, and support you?
You can find me across all social media at Judith Brooke. That's JUDYTHBROOKE. Mwah.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna all set up for Karen, the founder of SpaGirl. Da da da.
A nice
And
cocktail.
hang tight, everyone. We'll be back in a. Hi, everyone. We're back. Karen's with us. Yay! Finally, after all this time.
I know. Thank you
Welcome
so
to the
much.
show.
I know.
Guys,
Great to be here.
Karen is the amazing woman behind Spa Girls. As you've been seeing, as our guests have been partaking in it, everyone has a cow about it because it tastes so delicious.
So good.
So light, refreshing.
Because we're crazy, we're just drinking straight vodka over ice because you don't need a mixer.
You really don't.
It's not full of a bunch of sugar and shit.
No, it's as clean and as pure as we could make it.
So
good.
confession,
thanks.
we used to work with another girl, and we still love you, Maggie, who also had her own alcohol brand, which I love. I mean, I feel like there's just not enough women in the world making alcohol, right?
No,
it's such a
there isn't.
male-dominated industry.
Oh my gosh, 99% are men.
So how did you, I mean, I have a lot of questions for you, but how did you say to yourself, I'm going to take the alcohol industry by storm and make it clean and not full of sugar and tasty? How did that happen?
Because that's exactly what I want.
Yeah.
I go to bars, love bars.
Right.
A lot of times I'm a bartender's nightmare because I'll order, a cucumber martini.
Right.
And the first one's great. The second one is too sweet.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing consistent.
Right.
So I genuinely made and built this company because I wanted to drink it. And also, there were a few brands out on the market. Skinny Girl came out.
Right. Yes.
And I quickly ran out and bought it. Thought, gosh, this is great because it's a step up from the
Absolutely.
malt-based and all
Right.
the other type of alcohol. So I thought, okay, tried it. With all due respect, she did a great job. But for me, there wasn't enough alcohol. I needed, a cleaner, all
clean.
natural
Absolutely.
flavor. So, but what really got my attention was reading Forbes magazine with the industry reports on low-calorie cocktails in the market. And Skinny Girl was bought by Jim Beam, and within the first 6 months of national distribution, sales were up 386%.
Wow.
So I said, that's a
That's
market.
it.
I'm
That's
going to do
it.
it.
Yeah.
And there's been no looking back. And it's truly been probably the hardest thing I've ever done.
I bet because I mean
Yeah.
it's one thing to make a show that's you buy equipment, you learn about it, whatever.
Keep it
But
going.
when you're
beautiful
making
art.
oh it is, thank you. But when you're making an alcohol vodka that people are going to consume, I can only imagine like the taste testing and the ingredients testing and like how
Absolutely.
does that go?
Yes, and I knew nothing about the industry, so I had to teach myself.
Right.
So, sourcing the bottle, the beautiful bottle.
And honestly, the bottle
so
is beautiful.
nice. It's
Every
gorgeous.
time
So
you look,
nice.
it's so damn classy.
Yeah.
It
It's
is one of the
gorgeous.
classiest
Clean
bottles
sheet.
I've
Thank
ever
you.
seen.
Yes, inspired Palm Springs brand. So but the hardest part was getting the flavor. I worked with 5 different flavor houses across the country.
Wow.
I'd fly out there, sit with the chemist, and they would put colors in it, and vodka, it should be clean
Right.
Yeah.
and fresh.
I love
Right.
it. I love it.
So I finally, after about 2 years, got the flavor right.
I mean, I love that you said how they were adding colors. Every time I buy a body wash, and there's certain brands that I like to try to adhere to, but they're not always in the store. I always look at, is there dye or color added to it?
know.
And I'm like, if I see red 54, I'm not
doing
no.
it.
Wow.
No. So I thought, okay, if I'm going to do it, I want to be all natural. I want to be non-GMO. higher proof, as high as I could get in a ready to drink.
Yes.
And we're at 33 proof, which is pretty much the highest one out there.
Great, yeah.
It's great. And it mixes well as, beautifully as well.
Right.
So you can do all kinds of things with it.
Yes.
Well, we
Very
love it.
fun.
We're enjoying our cocktails. For sure.
And now with spring here, you should get some fresh watermelon and just muddle it with the cucumber.
Such a
It's
great
amazing.
idea.
And a little fresh mint. Another thing is fresh pink grapefruits right
Chrissy,
off the
the next
trees and
cocktail.
squeeze. Yes, next time I come, I'll bring everything. We'll mix it.
Okay, that sounds
Because
amazing.
there's
We'll get a
lot
little
of it.
table, guys.
Yeah, I'll mix up some cocktails.
When I have my Game of Thrones party, I'm gonna do that. Even though this is like Game of Thrones is like wine and but no, we're gonna put some SpaGirl.
A little splash.
So, as a woman in this male-dominated industry, can you talk to us a little about any adversity that you faced and how you overcame it, or proving yourself, or how has that journey been?
Yes, it's been very, very hard because, number one, being a female, as I say, it's male-dominated, 99%. Although, thank goodness, there are more and more females out there in the spirits and wine and beer industry. So it's so much fun to see women.
Right.
And the difference between men and women, and I feel in this little segment that I'm in, the other women that are in the industry that I've met that have done their own cocktails or wines, they're lovely. We're friends.
See, that's amazing.
we help each
You're
other.
not angry. No, one's trying to
no.
trip
No
someone down the
competition.
stairs.
Oh, no. Everybody does their own thing, and it's all different from what I'm doing
Right,
anyway,
right.
so it doesn't matter.
Right.
And so that's really been beautiful. That's the silver lining. But then you get some of the men, the decision makers, the gatekeepers that are like, no, didn't like skinny girl, will never bring you in.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
No.
And at first it was pretty hard. Rejection's
Right,
hard.
right.
At any age, and especially as you get older, you're like, oh my gosh.
Like, what am I doing with my life? I've wasted
Yes.
it. I think that all the time.
But what I learned though was that with grace you do get anywhere, and just say, okay, I
Yes.
understand you're saying no now, but would you please give me an opportunity to go prove myself? Let me go get those sales. Let me prove what we can do. And so finally, after 2 years, I finally got into one of the big chains in California, grocery chains.
Yeah, I mean, you're in pavilions,
Yes,
right?
Vaughn's Pavilions, Total Wine,
Yeah,
Bevmo.
Bevmo.
We just got into Bristol Farms,
I mean,
which is
that's
huge.
That's
That's
huge.
everything.
Yeah, we have approval for Whole Foods. We're just waiting to, get all that going.
amazing.
So, it's taken.
Definitely.
It's been a journey, but it's been a beautiful one.
Right.
A lot of sleepless nights.
So when you go into those, so for example, before you were in pavilions or Bevmo, when you had kind of your first big meeting to get into one of these distributors, how do you prepare for something like that? And how were you feeling? And how was your
gosh.
presentation?
Yes. I was always really nervous because I'm going in and I was fortunate to have the opportunity to meet with the global or the national buyers. And so the meetings would go really well. It's pretty easy to go in and bring your product and let people taste it.
Right, they can
because
decide for themselves. It
That's
speaks
it.
for itself.
And that's how I think we really think our success is going so well is we do a lot of tastings. And we'll sell anywhere in a 4-hour period during one of our tastings, 5 to 8 bottles to 20, depending on what's going on and
Right.
what's happening. So.
You know the hard work you put into your product, so it's
Oh
definitely
gosh,
well.
it's so much fun though at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
And it's nice to do something outside your box that you've never done before
That
and
is
challenge
definitely-
yourself. So it's been a journey.
And I was just, in case you guys, missed what this is infused with as I was reading about it. So you've got, your essence of cucumber, you've got your elderflower in there, you got your
Yes.
pear in there, you got all these yummy, light, refreshing
Very,
flavors.
very light. And when I used to do my homemade batches, and literally for decades, since I was
That's
your
kind
age.
of awesome. I want to try a homemade batch.
Yes, since I was your age, I would always entertain. Like you just said you're getting ready to do a Game of Thrones.
We're going to do a Game of Thrones party.
So I always pre-mixed martinis anyway.
Okay.
And I buy the 750 milliliter vodka and mix freshly squeezed lemon juice for lemon drops or whatever I was doing, cucumbers, and so I would always have it pre-ready. To
Yeah,
serve.
yeah.
My husband isn't a very good bartender. If I'm entertaining, he doesn't mix drinks, so
Right,
it just made it easy. So I've been doing it anyway. So
Right.
I thought, okay,
It's always been
I
in
could do
you.
it.
Definitely.
Like, let me
Yeah.
make some money on this.
Take it to the next level.
Let's try.
Next level.
Well, there's a lot of money being spent right now,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
but it's fun.
And I like, and this is something that I went through with the show. You know, I think each year you kind of realize more and more what your market and your niche is, and you hone your brand a little bit more.
Yes.
And I feel like you guys have such a good, you just know what you are at this point. I mean, when you look at your photos, when you look at your displays, when you're out at an event, I mean, everything is uniform. It's this very beautiful 70s
Yes,
swag.
it's got this. I mean, I'm a
elegant,
70s
fun.
girl, you know.
Yeah.
So, but it's a bit hip and retro.
Yes.
You know, and very modern. So it's been fun. It's a great brand, and I really think that there's not anything in the spirits industry that speaks to women as a lifestyle brand.
Yes, I would agree with that.
And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm creating, a lifestyle brand in the industry.
I mean, I know this is like way out there, but I kind of want to see you design clothes.
That's on
Honestly,
my
her
agenda.
outfit today is bomb. So
Oh
I
my
could
gosh.
not
Instagram shopping.
Right.
Instagram shopping.
It is, yeah.
I mean, I could just see, this dress paired with SpaGirls, guys. Just we're
Just
having
a whole
Yes.
collab.
You know.
Make it
Yes.
happen.
In fact, I'm having a photo shoot in a couple months in Palm Springs. I want you girls to come and model.
Oh my God, I would love to.
I would
Yeah,
love
wouldn't that
to
be
as
fun?
well.
Yeah, it'd be very
Yes.
fun.
That would be amazing. Okay, give me details.
Okay,
and
got you
I'll
details.
leave
We'll do it.
girl.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Thank
No,
you.
it's fun. It is, but that's the whole part, building this lifestyle brand. And I have a lot of ideas that we're going to do outside of the alcohol, and then we're coming out with new line extensions this summer. So we're doing individual cans.
Oh yay! That is so interesting now. The
That
can
is-
game that everyone's
Oh
getting
yes,
into.
that's really cool.
I know because it's so popular with the millennials.
Yes, I mean
And-
we all go
yes.
camping and stuff, right?
I
Take
know.
this a go.
and non-breakables.
Right.
Plus, it helps all of our accounts in the hotel and resort
Oh, I
industry.
bet.
Oh,
I bet.
yeah,
Non-breakables.
definitely.
Be at the pool. So it's
So
fun.
that's a plus. That's definitely a plus.
Yes.
And I
It's
saw
fun.
you guys are at McCarran International Airport.
Yes, we are.
I mean, you've been hitting up the Oscar suites.
Yes, we
Y'all
love
are
to
doing
do. I love to do events.
You are
Like
someone who's always down for events.
Yes, love
which
it.
is amazing because I feel like some brands you try to approach them and they're a little bit like,
No,
But you're
no, no.
always
It's the
down.
best way to meet people, talk about your product, get it out there. And now that we have good location, especially in Southern California and Northern California,
Yeah.
so we're in 3 states.
yes.
So, and we're going into Texas and Florida next month.
Oh, that's so.
I know.
Because you're originally from Texas,
Yes,
right?
What part?
Texas, Houston.
Oh my gosh! Well, we're going to be there.
I would love to have
Yes.
you and just that'll be
Yes.
everything.
It'll be fun.
And you guys are in Arizona, Nevada.
Yes. So it's
This
fun.
is great. You're
Wow,
taking
just
the world
branching
by
out, taking over
Yeah. Day at a time, though.
one day at a time.
And then, I love to offer people like a little bit of hope because I feel like so many people out here are pursuing their passions, and you run into these roadblocks, and you question yourself.
Need
and what am I
direction.
doing? And I'm old, and like all of these things.
Absolutely.
What would you tell yourself when you felt discouraged or felt like, am I doing the right thing? Like, look at all this money and time I put in. Like, what am I doing?
I have never doubted it.
I love that.
Never doubted what I'm doing and the direction it's going. Now, that doesn't say that there are really dark days and sleepless nights.
Right.
But we have a great product. We have a beautiful brand.
Yes.
And so now, the pressure is, can I execute it well enough?
Right.
And, I love the creativity part of it. So, I do have a team that does what I can't do or don't want to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important. But I think as far as just don't doubt yourself. Just try. And I prior to this, when I was younger, I tried lots of different businesses, little things I'd start.
Yeah.
But that's the journey that gets you where you're
Right.
going. So
Right.
don't look at anything as a failure, just as a
Definitely.
lesson that you've learned,
Absolutely.
because it will get you to the next point.
Yeah. And I feel like we should shout out your husband. I don't know him, obviously,
yeah.
but I feel like for a woman who's, driven and creative and passionate,
That strong
it
backbone.
takes a special kind of man who's like I'm there with you, babe.
He's
I got your
support.
back. What do you need me to do?
Where are we going?
For
Yes.
you.
He's really supportive.
That's a blessing.
That's amazing.
But it was interesting. Now, I've been on this journey for quite a few years. From the idea was 2012,
Yeah.
but we didn't actually have a product and produce till 2016.
Absolutely.
So, and then we didn't have a distributor. So those early years where there was a lot of cash being
Groundwork.
infused
Right.
and groundwork, I mean, you know, it was tough.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, is it going to work? But
Right.
then after we got over this little hump, then it was like, you know, it's working.
It's all right now.
And so he's, you know, but he's always been supportive because I could not have done it without him. But now he's very supportive, and I really like it because a lot of times when I need to go to events and do different things, he'll drive me. So I have my driver. I love it. It's
I know, as for me, that's amazing. As for a
know.
woman who's like you're passionate, you're driven, you're goal oriented.
Yes.
I'm all those things too. I've definitely had relationships where I felt like they just weren't on board with what I wanted to do.
No, you
and
have to
that's
have
so
somebody.
hard.
You can't. I mean, it's and what I find, it's a lonely. My job is a lonely job because it's me. I don't have a co-founder. Oh, excuse me,
Oh,
hon.
no, you're fine.
I wish I did.
Yeah.
So you know, you spend a lot of times by yourself.
Right.
You know, on and on. So
Right.
you know, there's there's some times where you're just like, oh gosh, I just want to walk out and be around people because you sit in your office all day working
Right.
if you're not on the road.
Yeah.
So.
You're making it happen,
Lonely,
girl.
It's
lonely days
lovely,
lead
I
to
know.
more than everything.
You know, and I still wake up in the middle of the night and I'll walk around my house with, just smiling because I'm happy. I love,
that.
it's like, okay, I see it, I feel it.
You can
we're
feel
getting
it.
there.
You're living in it. Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's been really fun.
This is amazing.
I know.
So things that we should be on the lookout for. We've got cans coming.
Cans coming, yes. We've got, there'll be individual little 185 or 187 milliliter. Same thing, same
product.
both flavors. And then they'll be single. We'll be able to sell them single and then in 4-packs.
Okay,
And then
that's
we have our
amazing.
bottles. And then we have another idea coming out, which is going to be kind of fun. And we're just finishing the final
Can't wait to
touches. So,
hear.
yeah.
Do you have any plans for additional flavors in the future?
We do, yes. I'm working on them right now. I actually have a couple I've already have TTB approved and ready to go. I'm working on a couple more, and so, and that's fun. I have a great flavor house I work with out of Southern California, or actually right in Orange County, so it works out well.
Wow.
So it's very
It's
good.
all very exciting.
And I think I might put some bubbles in it.
Okay.
And I'm working with a winery. I might do a sparkling.
Oh, that would be
SpaGirl
everything.
sparkles.
Now that's very
That's
ladylike.
amazing.
That's right up the alley.
So
Very ladylike.
So there's a couple different things we've got going
I
on.
love it. Just the whole vibe of everything about the brand.
Yeah,
great.
thank you. Yeah, it's fashion. It's rock and roll.
It is.
It's everything.
It's definitely a lifestyle.
And all men and women can relate to it, really.
Yeah.
And we're a
Absolutely.
perfect day drink. You can drink it all day
Yeah,
long.
we're the best day
We're
drink.
the best,
The best
day
day-
drink.
We day drink
Yes.
every Thursday.
Day drink, day
Best
party,
day too.
brunch, and
Oh
all.
yeah. And listen, guys, men, you can partake in this product too. Don't
Oh,
just think you're
no.
excluded, okay?
No, in fact, at our tastings, men buy our bottles just like they're with women.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I serve this to many a man on the show, and
My
they're
husband
on board.
drinks it.
See, there we go. Guys, if you are loving this as much as we are loving this, where can people follow, and support SpaGirl's Cocktails?
Okay, great. Instagram, SpaGirl Cocktails. Twitter, SpaGirl Cocktail. Too long. and YouTube, SpaGirl Cocktails. Facebook, same.
Yeah.
And you can find us in Vons, Pavilions, Safeway, Bristol Farms, Total Wine, Bethmo, and a lot of independents.
If you're in Arizona or Nevada, no excuses. Go get yourself some.
We're there.
They're there too.
Yes, I know. It's fun. It's great.
Well, anytime you want to trek it from Palm Springs, you are
I'd
welcome
love
back on the
to.
show, Karen.
I would love to.
you.
We'll mix drinks.
Okay, that
Yes,
sounds good.
that
We'll
would
do
be
like
fun.
you know what? Before we break for the summer, because we take the summer
Oh,
off,
yes.
maybe we'll have you on our last show.
Yes,
It'll be like
yeah.
a party
we'll do
episode.
We'll do summer
and
cocktails.
we'll do some, we'll do. So look for that in May, folks. Look
Be
for that
fun.
in May. And I'm excited about this photo shoot, guys.
Yes. Oh, it'll be
Yes.
fun.
Let's make
I'll
some
make
behind
sure.
the scenes.
Yeah, I'll make sure it fits in your schedules.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Yeah,
I would
Palm
love
Springs,
to.
lay around the pool.
Let's do it.
Clothes, fashion, cocktails will be fun.
Sounds good.
I know.
All right, guys, we're going to
Sounds
take a
darling.
quick break. We're going to get set up for our musical performance, Maxi. We've had him on before, and he's delightful. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hi, guys. We're back. Guys, Maxi is with us. He was it last year you were with us?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you were with us last year
Yeah.
when we had a different name and not as many lights. So, we always change and evolve and shit as one
Sure,
does.
sure.
So welcome back. How you been?
Thank you. I've been great.
Yeah, your last year been decent?
Yeah, been just super busy, playing a lot of gigs.
Making music and shit?
Making a lot of music.
Yeah. So if you guys aren't familiar with Maxi, he's obviously a singer-songwriter.
Yes, ma'am.
Very talented. Not only does he play acoustic guitar, he plays electric, he plays keyboard.
Yeah.
And what I kind of loved, I saw you just did a gig with a hip-hop artist where you were on keys strictly.
Yeah, for Rosen?
Yes.
Yeah. You got to have her come on here.
I
She's
would love
amazing.
to have her come on here.
I'll hook you guys up.
Thank
yeah.
you. And I was like, you know what? I think that's super cool when, well, I don't know about you. So sometimes when you're an artist, you kind of like the limelight, kind of.
I like being in back a lot.
Oh, it's okay. Well, I love that you're like, I'm just gonna be on the side playing keys.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be front and center. And I was like, look at him, humble and
what's
shit.
up.
I've
like
had more
that.
fun doing that.
I love that. I love that.
Okay, all right.
That's
all
when
right.
I honestly have the most
I
fun.
appreciate that about you. And you were in the Viper Room not too long ago.
Yeah, we did Viper Room. I've been playing with my...
Viper Room's kind of a big deal, I feel like.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a bigger deal than Hotel Cafe. And Hotel Cafe is awesome. It is definitely like
Yeah.
a mark on your singer-songwriter career.
Right.
But
Yeah, I feel like Viper Room is more like, it's just got more history
it does have
behind
more
it.
history for
yeah.
sure.
But Hotel Cafe was awesome. I've been playing with my buddy Nevaden. He goes by NVDN.
Yes.
He plays beat pad and kind of triggers all the beats.
Yeah,
stuff
You've
like
been doing a
that.
ton of shit with him.
So I've been doing a lot of stuff with him, and we have one coming up April 11th at the Peppermint Club.
Okay.
So that's our next gig. So make sure to come out to
Get
that.
there, folks.
Yes. Yeah.
So I liked how Nevaden's a drummer, right?
Yeah.
Is that the term we're using? Drummer? And I was just looking at how technology is so interesting because he's a drummer, but he's on the fucking
Yeah.
pad the whole time.
Yeah.
It's not like the typical drums. So
Yeah,
I
he
was
does
like,
like beat. It's like beat drumming.
Yeah.
But he's like he's so good at it that it honestly it sounds like I think it's like
Yeah.
more fun than playing with
Right.
a real drum kit a lot of the time. Yeah.
And that's who you partnered with for Break You Off, right?
Yeah, he's the producer on that, and then he's the producer on this next track we're putting out, which hopefully I can play for you guys today. It's kind of a funny song. Where Break You Off's more of like a serious song. Yeah.
We're down for whatever.
Okay, cool.
Guys, if you don't follow Maxi on Instagram, I highly recommend doing so because
Thank
you are constantly posting new content, which is amazing, and a lot of it is you
Trying to.
performing by yourself, you're with a friend, you're collaborating, you're always doing shit, so it's always interesting to check out.
Thanks.
And you redid a Cardi B song.
I
And you
did
stripped
with
that down, made it acoustic. That was tight.
That's
that was
everything.
Really cool. That was so cool.
I think I did that with that was with
The
Nikki.
chick- Nikki,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Nikki's great too. She's an awesome singer. She's like touring around
Yeah, she looks
Brazil,
like she's making some
all
shit
over
happen
the
over
place
there
right
in her
now.
life. Yeah.
She's killing it. She's
What
killing it.
What inspired you to do that or go about with the Cardi?
It was mostly her idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she does a lot of like covers of like contemporary pop, hip hop songs, and I went over there and just kind of was like fooling around on
Playing with-
something, and she just started doing it, and I was like, wow, that sounds like
That sounds
good.
good.
To that. Yeah.
So, and you guys just banged it out right then and there? It wasn't
Yeah.
something that you had pre-planned?
No, I was just like, I just played the chords, and I think that was like the second take or something like that. Yeah.
That's kind of a testament to
Yeah.
your ability because, I mean, it sounds, you know how like you watch American Idol and they redo a song and everyone's like, oh my God,
Yeah.
you redid Cardi B, that was amazing. But you just go over there and you're like, I'm just going to fucking bang the shit out.
That's how you know it's real. It's authentic.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
What's up?
That was fun. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's pretend in another life
Sure.
you were not a singer-songwriter. What would you be doing?
Probably a pilot.
Okay.
Yeah. Or something where you're flying
In the
around.
air?
Yeah. Yeah.
You could still get your pilot license.
Yeah.
By the way.
That could still be a thing.
You could do like the little
I would
teeny
love to
tiny
get that.
single jet.
Trying to get somewhere, just fly back and forth.
Yeah, somewhere where I
yourself.
could be flying around. I don't know, or like base jumping or skydiving, something like
Wow.
that. Which
Do
I've
you wanna
never
go
done.
base jumping?
I've never done either of those, but I've always wanted to. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
I gotta show you this Instagram account, man. You're
Yeah.
gonna lose your mind. Yeah.
Show it to me.
That's kind of
After
awesome.
today, yeah.
Do you like adrenaline related
Yeah.
things?
Yeah, I used to be like really into like riding bikes, like motorcycles and
Uh-huh.
stuff, and then yeah, I stopped.
Why? killing
I got well, I got like problems with my shoulders, so I
Oh.
had like both of my shoulders kind of redone and surgery, so
Yeah.
it really hurt.
Right.
To be honest.
Right.
So yeah.
Would you say that's the most adrenaline infused thing you've done?
Riding motorcycles?
Yeah, or
yeah,
what
like
else?
it's like riding motorcycles and music are like my favorite
Oh,
things.
your favorite
ever.
things.
Yeah.
So I used to ride four wheelers
Nice.
when
yeah.
I lived in
That's
Saudi
the same
Arabia.
type of thing. You lived in Saudi
I
Arabia?
used to live in Saudi Arabia,
No way.
and
That's
I
everything.
fucking dislocated my hip on one, and it was the most painful
Your
experience
hip?
of
Damn.
my life.
Oh no.
Did you fall off like sideways or
'Cause
something?
I had to wear an abaya because I was living in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And we used to just tie it up around our waist when I would go four wheeling. And I was kind of going over a little jump, and it came untied and got caught around the wheel.
Oh my
And
god.
the four wheeler kept going, and that shit yanked me off sideways, and my
Oh
hip
my
was
God.
like right out of the socket. And it was out of the socket for like 2 hours. Like,
Damn.
oh my god.
It hurts. I mean, that's what
It was
happens with
so painful.
with my shoulders. They pop out. Yeah. And then you kind of learn to like.
Right.
How did
Pop
they
it back?
like pop it back in there?
Well, so I was probably like 14 or 15. I was 15 actually. I was 15 at the time. And so we didn't know what was wrong. I just know like you have no control obviously over
Right.
your leg
And it
because it's
just
not
looks,
in the
like,
socket.
weird,
yeah.
right?
And so he was trying to like pick me up and get me back to the car, which was agonizing
Right.
in and of
You're like,
itself.
no!
I literally was like, just leave me here. Just like I'm leaving you in the middle of the desert in Saudi Arabia. Okay.
Leave me here.
So then we get back to the van, you know, after going down the hills, and you're like, boop, 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 and you're just like wanting to kill yourself. But as I was sitting in the van,
Damn.
waiting for everyone to get done riding four-wheelers because people were like, she's not bleeding, so we're not leaving. We already paid for the time. I'm like, fuck.
Oh my
I was
god.
like sitting on the edge of the van and my foot was propped up on the ledge, and I shifted my weight and it came off the ledge of the van and it just popped back in.
Whoa! No way.
Wow.
Ooh.
Self-made. You had to make that happen
Shit,
yourself.
Yeah.
It was so painful.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Yeah, the hip I can't because the shoulder hurts so bad, and when
Yeah.
you look down, it's like the whole thing is like it's off. So I can't even imagine how much it hurts
Yeah.
with the hip because it's such like a bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still
I
have
know
like
that was painful.
during like certain things I do, it's
Right.
still like I'm like, oh, I feel like
Right.
it's gonna come out again. I need to
Right.
move right now. Damn.
Yeah, damn, that must have killed.
Oh, it was a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're playing shows, you're kicking ass. What's one of your most favorite shows you've played recently?
Probably Hotel Cafe, just because we like promoted it really well. And
Yeah,
it was
you had a big
packed.
turnout.
Yeah. So that, and then I've mostly like for like the paid stuff, which is obviously how I make
Which is delightful.
a living.
Yes.
It's mostly like hotel, like lounge, like jazz gigs.
Which is great.
Yeah, like tonight. So
Yeah, tell everybody, what's going on tonight.
tonight I'm playing Palm Springs at the Ritz-Carlton down there, and I
Which
used
is
to
like a
be-
pretty bougie place to play.
Yeah,
so
it's-
congratulations on
the
that.
Ritz-Carlton.
It's super bougie.
Wait, what are you gonna wear?
Usually I honestly like wear this,
okay.
but the other day my friend was like, "Yeah, you gotta wear something nice."
Gotta pull out the
I'm too
button down
hipster,
or
yup.
something.
Which Karen, guys, who was just here, she lives in Palm Springs, so
Yeah,
she might go see
she
him.
seems awesome.
She's
Great
tight.
connect.
I want to
Yeah,
hang out with
yes.
Karen. She
She's
seems cool.
She'd be legit like down for you to like roll by
Yeah,
her
she
house.
seems like
really
she
cool.
really is.
Yeah. Really cool.
Hey guys, if you're in Palm Springs tonight,
Yeah,
I feel
please
like you
come
should go
out.
check that shit out. So are you staying in Palm Springs all weekend then?
No. Usually I only do one night a week there. This week I'm going once up tonight, coming back.
Oh, you're gonna come back.
Tomorrow I'm gonna be here, and then Saturday I'm going up and back.
Do you drive a Prius?
Yeah. No, I don't have a car. Usually we take like my friend's car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make
like-
a way. There's a way.
Yeah, there's always a way.
How is
right?
that going for you? No car.
No
in
car.
LA?
Secretly, I like love it.
Okay.
Because when I do, like a lot of time, my friend leaves and she lets me borrow her car.
Oh, that's tight.
Yep. So like when I am like driving around and like using her car, I'm like way more stressed out.
Oh, no, that's
I'm
so
like,
rude.
why am I so stressed out? Why am I getting all
Driving
like
is
pissed
so
off?
stressful out
Yeah,
here.
and
It's so stressful.
and I think that's why. Yeah.
Okay.
But like secretly, I like love not having a car. But there's always those times where it's like, oh man, it'd be so convenient
if I could
to like
just
go to the
get-
grocery
yeah.
store and not have to walk back with like 6 bags of groceries.
And that's that takes some real planning on how you're going to get where you're
It
going.
does.
Yeah,
It
you
does.
start
Without
to
a
think different. You
vehicle.
think
Right.
differently.
Really.
Are you a
That-
public transportation guy or
Oh
are you
yeah,
like a
it's
lifter?
one that bus all the time.
Okay,
I get everyone calls me like a peasant for taking the bus. I'm like, dude, if we lived in New York, all y'all would be taking the subway.
Right.
What's the big
Absolutely.
deal here?
No,
Yeah.
That's it is what it is.
Yeah. So last night I took it from like this session in Mar Vista home, and it took like 30 minutes. You know,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's like
Yeah.
I really don't mind it. Yeah. But-
Whereas if you were driving, it would be probably like an hour and 30
Yeah, right.
with traffic. So.
But there definitely are those times where like, you know, like bus doesn't come or like the Uber is like $40 to get home from somewhere where you're like, damn, I really wish I had that car right now. You know?
Okay, you told us you couldn't drink because you're driving to Palm Springs.
Yeah.
You're not driving.
Well,
Are you driving?
I split the driving with my friend Jason when we go.
Oh, I was going to make you drink more, but never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah. Last time I was here, I left here like hammered. Last time I was here.
Wait,
I swear
on our
to God.
show? Or you
yeah,
just oh,
yeah. Because I was like, I had like 2 beers before I even like got on, and then you had this other. Do you always have like a?
We just got our alcohol sponsor in January.
Okay, cool.
But sometimes I used to bring wine, but
Right.
now we have Karen, so we just are like, here, have some vodka.
Awesome. Yeah, nice. That's like perfect. So yeah, this time I told myself, I'm like,
You're gonna
don't get too drunk
You're
when
not
you're going there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Take it
I
easy.
respect that.
Oh man.
Okay, so tell us about the song you're about to play. Or whatever you want to tell us.
So this next song
Yeah.
is kind of a more like funny, not meant to take itself too seriously song.
Okay, I'm down with that. That's cool. I don't feel like crying today anyway.
It's called Tofu, actually. And basically it's like comparing a girl to tofu, which is like the most ridiculous concept ever. But it still like somehow manages to be sensual. But
Okay.
basically it's kind of about like, it can actually go either way. It can be about a girl or a guy really, but it's kind of like, you know, the kind of like the misunderstood like person, I guess, in like the dating world.
Okay.
That's kind of like, you know, like Home Alone when everyone's out,
Right,
or like
right.
when they're out, they're kind of like, they're not like that into it.
Right.
They're kind of like
Right.
pretending to
Yeah.
like be into it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of what it's about. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's like literally
Tofu.
called Tofu,
Sounds
yeah.
delightful. All right, guys, there's Maxi playing Tofu.
All right.
Tuesday night and the TV's on. Table set, dinner for one. Glass of wine and a candle burns. Turn out the light, another night alone. 'Cause they don't know what they're missing. Boy, your recipe is quite different. Girl, you like tofu. Most people don't get you. Your flavor really comes through. But when I cook it like I want to, so let me come on over. I love you nice and tender. And when you turn on one side, girl, I'ma flip you over. Yeah. Friday night, you're out with your friends. You're at the club, trying to pretend. You wanna let loose, maybe meet a man. But it's difficult when you're too shy to dance. They don't know what they're missing. But your recipe is quite quite different. Oh girl, you like tofu. Most people don't get you. Your flavor really comes through when I cook it like I want to. So let me come on over. I love you nice and tender. And when you turn on one side, girl, I'ma flip you over. 'Cause they don't know what they're missing. Sometimes love seems so far in the distance. 'Cause they don't know what they're missing. Well, your recipe is quite different. Girl, you like tofu. Most people don't get you. Your flavor really comes through when I cook it like I want to. So let me come on over. I love you nice and tender. And when you turn on one side, girl, I'ma flip you over.
I love that
That was everything.
song. I listened to all the words. It
Nice.
was amazing.
Nice.
We were
All
both
right,
like
all right.
vibing off. I looked in the sheet.
Nice.
I totally did that. I know. I always just forget this camera. I was like, it's just a concert for me.
Yeah, every girl that's a vegetarian is like, oh, that's mine. That's for me. That's for
I'm
me.
not a vegetarian, but the
Hey, dude,
but the parodies were great.
Okay, cool.
It
Yeah.
was really
Cool.
good.
It was
Thanks.
very. It was
I'm
like a
with it.
super cute, fun song.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
it was romantic.
Yeah, it is.
It was.
It is.
It was like a cute romantic. It was cute.
Most
When
people.
he first said it, I didn't expect that. But then I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, please flip me over like tofu.
Yeah. Most people are like, wait, you wrote a song about tofu? Like, what the
You're
fuck?
like, but
And then they
not.
hear it and they're like, holy shit, how did you
How did you even
do
come
that?
about the whole?
So I wrote that with that producer Innovative.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's right.
and he kind of came over and was like trying to convince me to start cooking tofu.
Okay.
And he had this video of him cooking tofu,
Yeah.
and there was like this sizzle.
Yeah.
And so we took the sizzle and actually put it in the song. So within the song, there's like tofu cooking, and he was kind of the one that was like, we should write a song about tofu, and he literally said it as a joke.
Yeah.
He was like, haha, yeah, and I was like, no, we're doing
We're
this.
Now
doing
it's
Yeah.
about to happen.
And then like 5 hours later, we had
Well,
that
that's
song.
like, if you look at tofu, it's kind of jiggly in all the right ways.
Exactly.
So I
It's
feel
like a lady.
Hello.
It's like a lady.
I'm with it. I'm with everything about this.
And it's meant to like make you laugh and be funny too. you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, that was great.
A hit. It's definitely a hit.
Oh, thank you.
Guys, if you thoroughly enjoyed that as much as I did, where can you find, follow, and support you, Maxi?
So easiest way to find me and everything is the Instagram. I put all my music up there, like the Spotify links to the new singles, and that's I Am Maxi, IAMMAXI. And yeah, I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, all the streaming services. So right now, if you just go to Instagram and click the song link, you can choose where to stream it.
And check
Yeah.
out his new single, Break You Off.
Yeah, please check it
Do
out.
it, download it, put it on repeat,
Yeah.
all the nine,
All of it.
all of it.
that.
Guys, this has been another week of Females Unfiltered show. We appreciate everyone that supports us. We love you, Mixology 101, for always hosting us. Come get a drink. Ask for Nikki. She's our favorite bartender. Whitney, thanks for jumping in today,
Thank you
girl.
for
I
having
feel like
me.
you held your own.
Way to go.
I
enjoyed every bit of
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Everything about Females Unfiltered is a hit. Gotta come back. Gotta have you guys.
Thank you,
Everything.
thank you.
Love it, love it, love it.
Guys, we will be here next week. We love you all, and we'll see you guys then. Take care. Bye.